Hi, everyone. It's Marilyn Mejia Peña, licensed clinical social worker, founder of Resilient Social Work. And I want to share a little bit of history about Resilient Social Work and how it came about. So, I have been a social worker for 27 years. And throughout my field of work, I worked in direct practice pretty much all throughout my career. And I worked as a foster care social worker, as a parent trainer. I was doing parenting classes all over Long Beach through a gang reduction and intervention program. And so I was a parent trainer doing triple P training all around the neighborhood in different churches, in different settings, in different schools, all over the city of Long Beach. And domestic violence has also been a big part of my instruction as a social worker and part of my experience. So I worked at a domestic violence center, have worked in a shelter, providing therapy services. So in my role as social worker as a therapist, providing those services to women and children. And I also worked as a with victims of crime, okay, and different types of crime. So a lot of trauma services that I was exposed to in my career. And therefore, I saw the need for people to understand what trauma is, to understand what it looks like in our communities, what it looks like in our clients, so that we can better serve our clients. Because I saw that we were not being um, responsive to their needs, okay, and not understanding to where they were coming from a lot of times, and therefore the services were not as effective, okay. So my goal when I started this was to train communities and to train different agencies to become trauma informed so that their services could be better serve the community, okay, and therefore be more impactful, and therefore be push for the community to be more resilient, okay, and thrive. So that was the original goal of why I came up with this idea of developing my own agency, okay, to provide consulting and provide training. Well, 2020 hit, okay, and of course, we were all impacted by emotionally. Our mental health was impacted by the isolation, was impacted um, by the fear, everything, okay? Everything that COVID brought, we were impacted. So there was such a high need for therapy services, and I decided, okay, I will open up some slot for therapy. Obviously, I have the capacity. I'm a therapist, right? I'm licensed clinical social worker. So I opened some slots for that. And that also opened up the need for the community to be served. So I'm very heart led. I let my heart lead me in my services, and the community lead me in what the needs are. And at this point, I saw I need to be in social media because that's how I can reach more people, and that's how I am able to support them emotionally because the need for therapy was so much that not everybody has access to it. Okay, first of all, not everybody has insurance, not everybody has the money to pay for it, and I wanted to be able to provide a space where people have access to the tools that you get when you go to therapy, but you get it here, okay, in social media, and you get it for free. Okay. So that was the other idea. So I've been morphing, right? Resilient social work has been changing with the needs of the community. And, but definitely COVID was the one that pushed me into the social media and into the collective healing piece of the services that we provide here at Resilient Social Work. So the social media campaigns that we do about mental health, about self-care, about wellness, overall wellness in our Instagram, TikTok, we're also on YouTube, and also the podcast. Okay. All of those are part of community healing, which is where I think we are being led to um, in this season of Resilient Social Work. Okay. We are being led to community healing practices or collective healing offerings. And what that looks like is like the podcast, it's the worksheets, it's the posts that give you prompts on maybe how to cope with stress, how to cope with overwhelm, how to cope with grief and loss, how to prompts to help you explore feelings and emotions regarding where you are in your life journey. So that is where we are right now in our stage, okay, of Resilient Social Work Inc. We are at the stage where we are being nudged towards collective healing. Also in the community, we're going to more community events where we are providing services, um, to the community there. We are also making more connections with other healers, okay, with other modalities of healing, which I think is beautiful because it's a reminder to all of us that healing and wellness is not just one thing. Okay, it's a combination of things. It's body, mind, spirit. Okay, our soul needs some love, and our ancestral healing practices are extremely effective at helping us cope with our hardships, with our mental wellness, with our physical wellness. So I just wanted to come out and share a little bit of our history and I can't even talk, how we have progressed so far since 2022 when I established it. So we are at our third year at Resilient Social Work, and July was our birthday. Okay. And I missed it. I missed celebrating it with you guys. But here we are. Doesn't matter. We're celebrating now. Okay. So I wanted to share that with you so that you get to know who we are and know a little bit of our history and why it's so important for me as the founder, as the solopreneur, okay, to offer this service to you, to the world, and here in social media especially, okay, because we have access to it. You have access to it. So follow us, okay? Let us know how we're doing. Let us know what's working, what other topics you want to see us offer, and we'll see where we go next year. Okay. But this year, definitely the theme is collective healing practices. And that is out in the community, but also here. And also exciting things looking for funding so that we can actually provide more of the services in person. Okay. So support us. Okay. Boost us so that we can allocate that money to be able to get paid, right? We still need to eat because I love to provide free services, but the reality is I still need to eat, okay, and feed my family and pay bills and things to sustain resilient social work too. So thank you so much for following us, for supporting us, and we'll see you in the next post.